I wrote this song to play with the crew when we all have a ton of money, we're on a private jet and we're celebrating. I don't have any of the money that I'm talking about in this song, but I believe that if you put the idea out there and it's something to strive for and you call it out, you'll attract that. I got the inspiration for the title because I had a friend and she told me, yeah, back in the day, like everyone used to call me Mad Money. That was my nickname. And I immediately said, hold up, that's a song.
Mad money, mad money. Mama, I'm paid, can't take that from me, nah, nah. Used to count change, now we making mad money.
It all started on the piano, and that's how I usually start writing, because I always try to write songs, even though they're rap songs and they're beats. I always try to write songs and have that real foundation of a good harmony. The types of chords that I use are very, very Motown influenced, even though you might not hear it in the beat, because that's like my favorite type of music, hands down. Growing up near Detroit, I study how they wrote music and the types of chords they used. I wanted to use a lot of synths, and I wanted it to kind of be 80s inspired, not sound like an 80s song, but kind of have those inspiration for the synth kind of brass sounds. So I layered these sounds. Some of them had a little bit of movement on top of it. Some of them were just more solid and more plucky and more rhythmic. And then those all came together to just be one sound. To it, and I'm always after that swing because I grew up playing drums and I know that pocket. I love that drum pocket. These old MPC drums that I found on the internet, I don't even know. I don't think I can find them anymore. So that was like a perfect match between that hip hop that I love and those kind of 80s older things with the Motown influence as well, kind of in that snare. It has that old gritty feeling that the 60s records kind of had on them. I just loaded up all the samples on there and got a bass going too, and then I really just focused on that low end, the movement, and how that interacted with the chords. Interesting enough, and I knew I wanted an instrumental kind of intro and a breakdown, so I needed to find a texture to play over that. And one of the things that I love to do is I love to use my voice and sample my voice. I ended up with 3 or 4 sounds that became the main thing that I played, and I played it on the drum machine. So this is the first one. Oh. That's what it started as. Pitched it up 1 octave, which speeds it up twice, and it became this. But that wasn't enough for a melody, so I try to, a lot of times, string these things together, and it's almost like a puzzle in my head, which I think is why I like it. So I had some more, I kept going back. This is what it originally started as. This is, again, with nothing on it, dry, straight out of the mic. I kind of picked these things because it has some rhythm, but it also has some melody in it. Pitched it up 1 octave, so again, that speeds it up twice, and it became this. Then I just wanted to keep pushing it because I already had one that was pitched up 1 octave, so they're kind of living in the same timbre right there. So then I pitched it up another octave. It has so much movement on it. It has so much excitement to it, and I wasn't in love with the melody. And sometimes when you reverse something, it just gives you literally a different melody. So after I reversed it, it became this. I was really looking for an end for that other one that I made that was pitched up twice. I wanted this to basically finish off that thought. So that's what it started as. Pitched it up once, got this. Pitched it up again. And the last thing I needed was just a more simple sound that had a more recognizable melody. I thought the other ones were really cool, but they're so fast and they're kind of so manipulated that there wasn't really a coherent melody in them, so I pulled up something else. It just didn't have enough energy, so I just pitched it up 1 time. I load up all these things on the drum sampler, and then I'll just play them in real time and loop that part of the beat up. I don't really have to think, I just play. not about the money, it's about what the money affords you in freedom. And I think that's so important. I just feel so lucky that I found something that I love enough that I would do it even if I didn't get paid to do it. Fuck, I paid to do this shit for so many years, you know what I'm saying?
This is hard-earned money, they wanna act like it's soft. I can count on no hands how many days I took off. Mama told me trust your heart, she knew that I follow mine. I told her I'll be fine, I just follow the dollar sign.